So now, a very interesting name coming up in the junior women's 1500 metres, wearing number 1. It's the European Under-18 Championship silver medalist from last week from Ballymore Cove AC, Sophie O'Sullivan. It's a good lineup in this. Stephanie Cotter as well from West Muskerry. Lauren Nicholson also. 15 going to the line, continuing to Aoife Mahoney of Listowel. Aoife Mahoney from Unrigged as well. Brilliant club.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Sophie O'Sullivan can do on the back of that amazing silver medal at the European, very successful European Under-18 Championships for Ireland. Just travelling back, one of the few races she will have run in front of a big Irish crowd, so it'll be exciting to see what she can do in front of what is an adopted home crowd for her technically. But following that silver medal in the 800 metres, a step back up to the 1500 metres, and there'll be all eyes on her today with that surname.
All eyes on her as a result of that brilliant record. And mother watching on, as you saw, Sonia is in the crowd, as she was when Sophie won silver in Győr. So away we go then in this junior women's 1500 metres. Number 1 is the one to watch. She should come to the fore soon. She's right in the middle of the pack, as you'll see, but it's Aoife Mahoney of Listowel who's leading the way. On her shoulder, Stephanie Cotter of West Muskerry in second position. Slow start, but Sophie O'Sullivan 5th, then 4th, and in a few seconds probably will be in 3rd position. But how well she did in that Irish singlet just a week and a half ago.
No easy task as well. I mean, it was a very high standard competition, and she raced like an absolute pro. The way she controlled the race and the way that she made her move and held on, it was absolutely superb. The video of her mother Sonia, the excitement was like one of the absolute golden moments of athletics in Ireland, and it was absolutely fantastic to see.
Aoife Mahoney leading the way with 3 laps to go. Just behind her is Stephanie Cotter in second position, and Sophie O'Sullivan is in 3rd and looking quite good at the moment. Maeve O'Neill of Duhaney is in 4th position, but Sophie O'Sullivan has them right where she wants them at the moment. Remember, she won the junior race over 800 metres last year at these Cork City Sports, but it's Aoife Mahoney leading the way at the moment in this Glenillan Farm junior women's 1500 metres. To be honest with you, it's the lady in 3rd that we're all looking at and wondering when she's going to pass.
Yeah, and at the moment, Aoife Mahoney, she's leading them out. She's looking very comfortable in that leading position, but they are closing in on her. Sophie O'Sullivan has a very unusual running style. She kind of has a laboured run that you kind of forget how fast she's actually going, and she does have that nice kick at the end. And I know the other girls will have seen that race she ran in Győr. They know what she's capable of. They know she's fast, so they know they can't let her run this race the way she wants. And fair play to Aoife Mahoney, she really is keeping the pace and not letting anybody get ahead of her at the moment.
2 laps to go. Aoife Mahoney leads for Listowel. Stephanie Cotter of West Muskerry in 2nd place, and Sophie O'Sullivan of Ballymore Cove is leading right at the edge of that top 3, and O'Sullivan is going to move up from 3rd into 2nd place, and we've lost one of our top 3 there by the looks of it. I think it's Cotter who's pulled up, and suddenly O'Sullivan is in a 2nd position. Cotter is still there. It's Aoife Mahoney who's pulled up injured with around 800 metres to go. So it's between Stephanie Cotter now and Sophie O'Sullivan.
Yeah, it really is between the 2 girls. They've left the other girls with about 20 metres, 30 metres, 40 metres even to make up at this stage. So it really is going to be between these 2 girls. And Sophie O'Sullivan's going to have the support of this crowd behind her. She's Sonia O'Sullivan's daughter. All eyes are going to be on her. A lot of pressure on her as well to perform, but Stephanie Cotter is probably feeling her breathing down her neck at the moment as she just passes her out in that home straight.
So the two Cork girls in the lead, so they're going to get a great reception from this crowd. Stephanie Cotter made the right move, trying to take the sting out of the tail of Sophie O'Sullivan's kick. She's a fantastic 800-metre runner, as we know. So Stephanie Cotter had to take the pace on to give herself a chance, and she's cracking Sophie O'Sullivan as she makes her move now.
Absolutely brilliant move by Sophie O'Sullivan. Well weighted, well measured, as it was last year in the 800 metres of the Cork City Sports, and as it was when she won silver in those European Under-18 Championships in Győr in Hungary a week and a half ago. Sophie O'Sullivan leads the way, but what a fight back this is from Stephanie Cotter, looking for a major scalp here. This is one race that O'Sullivan won't want to finish second in. After finishing second for Ireland in a famous green singlet a week and a half ago, Sophie O'Sullivan hits the front again. Stephanie Cotter has put a great performance in here.
This race isn't over yet. They're going to lift the roof off this stadium in this last 100 metres.
It's O'Sullivan against Cotter. O'Sullivan on the inside, Cotter on the outside. This is a brilliant race. Has Cotter got it? O'Sullivan's moved up. O'Sullivan wins it. Sophie O'Sullivan, and that is a lifetime best by 5 seconds. 4:22.23. Mother would be proud. Stephanie Cotter's taken 9 seconds off her lifetime best. That was 4:31 for Cotter previously, both coming through in 4:22. 4:22.24. Sophie O'Sullivan gets a brilliant win. I'll tell you what, Sonia would have been 100% proud of that finish. What a race.
What a race from both girls. Absolutely cracking last 100 metres, and to knock up, like, what was it, 5 seconds and 9 seconds off their respective personal bests. That is unbelievable. If you ever wanted to see the advantage of a home crowd in action, that was the race.
Yeah, that was a brilliant race, and you know, have to give kudos to Stephanie Cotter. It was a big name to come up against. All eyes really were on Sophie O'Sullivan, and she didn't give it to her. She did not hand that win to her on a plate. She fought and came out with a 9-second PB for her efforts. So brilliant race from both girls.
You can just see that the last 100 metres again, it was absolutely neck and neck, and people have been talking about this like fantastic run of success over the last 2 weeks. And what does it mean? Well, it means that, like, for the people that have been successful, that's fantastic and it's a step, but for their other Irish athletes, they are not going to give it to them lightly. This raises the level for everyone else. This was an absolutely fantastic run by both athletes.
And that was the reaction from her mother in the stands. Her father as well, the coach Nick Bideau. Rob Heffernan, Marion, his wife, former international athlete and now international athletics coach, among the interested parties here, plus a few from the political scene.
Really is Cork athletics royalty in this shot here between Rob and Marion and Sonia. But Stephanie Cotter really put it to her that whole way. That was an exciting last 100 metres, and I really couldn't call it. Sophie O'Sullivan really had to work hard, and it paid off. She came away with a 5-second PB, Stephanie Cotter with a 9-second PB, so in a brilliant race by both girls. All the hard work they put in those first 3 laps really paid off.
Well, you're absolutely right, and that was just a magnificent finish in the end, with Cotter almost taking it out and looking for a massive scalp here. Just on the turn of the final bend, she saw her opportunity. The 19-year-old from West Musgrave, she's 2 years older than Sophie O'Sullivan. Remember, Sophie is still 16, turned 17 later this year, and that ambling style of hers may become very famous in Irish sport. Gosh, over the next 15 years or so, she's a winner, isn't she?
She was a winner today anyway, in front of her home crowd, her mum's home crowd, and there here are mum and dad looking on proudly. The reaction from that Gior, not as exciting tonight.
Fantastic win for Sophie O'Sullivan.
Congratulations, Sophie. That was a battle at the end. Talk us through it.
It's always like you're sprinting, but there's always a little bit extra you can put in to be really sprinting properly. And at the end there, I just really pushed hard for that, and
it must be nice to be here in Cork with your mum watching and knowing everything that she stands for and her relationship with Cork.
It's really good out here, and love the track. I was training here the other week, and it's just a really nice place to be out here.
I know you're exhausted, Sophie, but what a whirlwind it's been for you and for Irish athletics in the last couple of weeks. What's it been like to be part of that?
It's been really exciting, and I thank Athletics Ireland for the opportunity to be out here and represent them up in Hungary, and then just supporting me there and for everything, really.
And finally, Sophie, where will we see you next?
I'm not sure yet. I'm going back to Australia Wednesday, so unconfirmed when I'll be back.
Brilliant, thanks for that. Congratulations.
Oh, wow, lots of different memories. But I suppose the one that really stands out is my very first Cork City Sports. You know, I'd watched lots of races as a young girl. It used to be on television back then as well in the 80s. And then, you know, when I got invited to come up here and run the open 3,000 metres, I was only 17 years old and ran a big PB 9:01 and somehow managed to win the race. It was huge in Cork. You know, it was on picture in the back page of the Echo, and, you know, it was big news. So that's my biggest memory of the Cork City Sports.
Before the Sophie's race earlier, the MC Phelim Kelly was saying there's a new SOS in town. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's great, you know. I mean, she's her own person, you know. She does her own thing. So she's definitely Sophie O'Sullivan, and she's cutting her own track, you know. She's definitely not following my footsteps. She really wants to go out there and do her own thing and be the best that she can be.
It must be exciting though, like not just for Sophie, but just watching all the young Irish athletes coming through.
It is, it's fantastic, you know, and it was a brilliant race tonight. Watching Sophie run in the 1,500 metres and Stephanie Cotter, you know, really competitive race, and that's what you need to see. You need to see the girls, you know, kind of stepping up and challenging each other, and they were both up for the race tonight. You know, we didn't know a lot about Stephanie, and she probably didn't know a whole lot about Sophie apart from watching her in the European Youth there a couple of weeks ago. So it was a big race, and neither of them probably really knew it. You know, it was a bit low key, you know, and it was just great to see them being really competitive and battling it out, and both of them running the best they've ever run.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Sonia.